Welcome back, fellow Ratbags. This video is one of a two-part special showing you how I changed the stock standard tyres to brand new knobbies, all by hand. Doing it by hand is simple, cheap and necessary if you're stuck out in the outback. So sit back and enjoy the ride. I've chosen for the front the Michelin Starcross, as recommended by my old mate Albie Mangles of the dirt bikes. And on the back, got a Dunlop. There's the measurements there. When I was at the bike shop, this tyre had the most meat over the 120 centimetres, which is going to be good for me because I do a bit of road and trail. But it's also got a nice deep knobby track in it. You get good traction. The Starcross, it's got all these little ridges as well when you get into some finer stuff or slipperier stuff. This is a DO, the same, that's the one I'm going to put on. That's how it's worn. And this is the Starcross. It's worn fairly evenly. It's all about keeping the right air pressure. You keep an eye on your air pressure and you should have a nice even flat wear across the top of your rubber treads, and the same with the rear. Alright, let's get the tools out. We'll get stuck into it, and as usual I'm going to try and use the toolbox that Suzuki supply and see how good we go to start with. Alright, so these are the tools that they've supplied me. Alright, here we go. We're going to change the front tyre of the DR. 10mm. Loosen these fellas off first. This was actually a 10mm socket spanner supplied with DR. What they didn't supply is an 8mm socket for the fuel filter. But I have to say, every single spanner I've picked up is loose to the fit. Like, they're not very, look at that, there's another 1.5 mil, just over 1 mil on that spanner, and as you can see I've used it once. I just burn those to the buggery. But anyway, don't take these all the way off, just wind them out for now. Pull that plate out. This is the next nut we got to do. That's the supplied spanner, and oh, that's tight. Let's see if the breaker bar is going to help us. I'll add that fella onto the bottom. There we go. Fun worked. I could actually tell the difference in this spanner compared to the one I bent on the back. The difference in the thickness. There's a couple mil thickness difference in the steel, and then you don't have this bend in there which made it even weaker. That's just going in the bin, that. So this one did have a bit of strength, so we might keep that. But I'm going to try and get a 19mm spanner. Set up a new toolkit. I'll make another video on that one later. Got a feeling as soon as I get this out, it's going to want to just drop out. There we go, that's clean. It's out now. Come around this side. I'm just going to pull that out and see what falls out. Okay. Just pulled out of the caliper easily, and on this side it's had this boot. It'll be a nice tight fit to get back in there. Other than that, I don't see any loose parts to be watching out for the moment. So we'll take this over to the mat in a moment. First things first, let's get the air out of it. Yep, why don't I go on holidays? Make sure you catch the little bugger, don't let him disappear. We'll be wanting that later. And let's go back to, it's 12 mil, yep. Yeah, I'd recommend investing in a higher quality brand of spanner, just to get a better fit for your nuts and bolts. Alright, that's good to go. Move her over to the mat. Alright, we're going to break this bead now. This one, as you can see, just pops straight off. The thinner walled tyre, there's not as much pressure there. I can nearly do it with my hand. Basically, I put the foot on it, we'll see what happens. There you go. It's only that back one that needed a bit of a pressure on it. I guess if you haven't got a hammer, I mean a bike out in the, wherever you're changing your tyres, you could probably pop it with a hammer and a bolster or something, or a stick if you're really stuck. But for now, let's just get the easy one done. Now lube this up. I'm glad I did the back wheel first. I think this one's going to be a little bit easier. Just come in here and then just grab it where it's off the rim. Keep edging it around. Don't go too far. Just a little bit at a time. Just get this little bit in there. And when you're doing it, you'll see there's a little bit of gap between this spot and deep down in there. Now it's getting easier because it's past that point. Majority of the tyre's off. No, it's too keen. One more. There we go. Pull the tube out. Flip the tyre over. Now we've got to get that out of there, which is not going to be as hard as the other one. I say that, but I should have a bit of lube on that. I think I'm going to run it from the inside of the rim. Another one done. Throw it back down. Alright, so let's give it a quick lube. I want to slip it over this edge, so I'm going to wet that up. Some tyres have directional patterns on it. I had a look, this one doesn't. I don't know if that is motorbike tyres, but I do know it is that way on some vehicles, cars, four-wheel drives, etc. So today, I don't have to worry about it. Again, this is, I'm building the side, so this is off the ground. I'm going to put in the most amount of pressure on there to get it on. Look, wants to run away. Right, time for the levers. Nearly on. There we go. Tube time. There's a hole. Just going to do it this way. I found it a bit easier not to be holding the tyre. Leave any holes there. Get the tube up in there. When you put your tube in, you just want to get in there reasonably neat. No major kinks or bends in it, I guess. I suppose that's what I'm saying. That is up there. You really got to force the back edge of that tyre away with your fingers. And at the same time, find the bloody hole. We got it. Don't want that coming out again, so let's get it started. Bring it on back down. Right, give it some more lube. Again, mostly on that rim. I'm also going to get the inside of this rubber. You can't have too much lube. Ask anyone, never have too much lube. This time I'm going to put the valve in last. Just got to be careful. That tube is just poking out there. I'll tuck it back down. So now when I start this, I get my fingers in there, I can actually feel I'm not pinching it. Now get me boot on that one. I'm just going to work this edge. Just check that tube. I want it to finish on that valve this time, so I'm just stopping there and coming back over here. Scratch. actually a little bit tricky to do it when this is in the way, but I'd rather tricky than have a bent disc brake. Just be sure, try not to get that bloody tube in there. Just wind that nut out, get it nice and tight. Okay, we'll get the air ready, we'll give it another lube up. You want this one to sink in nice and even. Whoops. Don't want that falling out again. Okay, we'll chuck the valve back in. Time for some air. Let's give it a little bit. Couple of little taps. And just check this tyre. I'll pick that up in a minute. Just making sure it's all popping out nice and even on this tube. On the rim, I should say. Both sides, I think you heard it. Before I put any more air in it, same as seating it in. Not sure if it makes much difference, but can't hurt to do it. Feels nice, looks even. I'll check the pressure. Ended up being at 40, but whatever it takes to seat it in is what it takes. Now it's back to 30. We'll do this one again. Another spit test, bit of spit over there. That's sealed. That's nice. Well, take it back to the bike. We'll need that. So just sort of show you a close up here. On this rim we have these lugs. Now this is part of the speedo system. And when we put this piece back in, those lugs go in the gaps. And then as the wheel turns, that spins your cable. So you just got to make sure when you put it in that you don't have the white pieces on top of these lugs. So you just got to wiggle your tyre around and make sure that those grooves are actually just sliding into these whichever way they go. Alright, I'll hook this back up. Alright, bit of axle grease in here. I don't know, my axle grease is normally a lot darker than this. I borrowed this off my mate. It came in some chocolate ice cream container. It's got me wondering if it is axle grease at all. Alright, we'll just get some in here, feed it in there. Of course, that's fallen off. Alright, bit extra grease don't hurt no one. Now that's all lubed up, I'll see if we can put this together. Okay, goes back in. Close. Come in for a closer look. I'll put that axle down for a second. Sometimes you need two hands. I'm going to pull this out and put that in first. So I've got my feet up under here, having a look to see where it all slides in, and that just slipped in quite nicely actually. Oops, that's that bolt from the other side. The spacer. Now the trick is, I've got to be able to slide all this together and get that caliper in there as well. And close up on me. Just notice here, there's a little groove there, and it wasn't until I got the wheel up there that I realised that it's part of the locking mechanism for this, which needs to lock into that. Something like that. So that lug, very hard to show you like this, but that lug needs to go in there before it'll lock into place and be in the right spot. So you just got to be sure to get that in that little niche as you get the wheel up. Back to the balancing act. Okay. Right, let's bring it out. Let's put this on there first. And just spin him around so those lugs go into the right spot. Now that's in there nicely. Put this spacer on the other side. Up we go. Get in there. We're getting closer now. As soon as you get that bloody brake caliper in. Alright, we're looking good so far. Let's get this done up now. Let's get it started. Yeah, it's going now. As soon as we get this done up, we just got to do those and we're pretty much done here. Righto. Now with the 12mm.
There's some bite in that somewhere.
Alright, we'll do these up nice and evenly. Okay. And that job is done. Alrighty, the big DR's got some new dirt tyres on it. We're ready to bag it up.
Ready to bag it up.
I'll take it out, wait till it cools off here a bit, the Savi, take her out for the first run. Let you know how it goes. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to click the thumbs up, subscribe and notification bell all so you don't miss out on our next exciting video or upcoming event. Also, scroll down to the bottom and leave a comment. Let us know what you liked or would like to see more of. Or just a simple thanks. Comments really help the channel grow and bring you more of what you like. That said, I'll leave you with something my mum used to say. Get outside and play! And don't forget to bag it up.